Hello everyone, and welcome to today's yoga practice where we will begin in a child's pose, knees either close together or wide, allowing the hips to fully settle and connecting the forehead in with the mat. Here we will begin with a few deep breaths, really allowing the body to sink and ground down. Feeling the connection of the forehead in with the earth. Allowing the thoughts to seep out and release. Allowing this to be a time of connecting within the body and being fully present here and now. We will take both hands far off of the right side of the mat. Really reach those fingertips away, reconnect the forehead in with the ground, finding a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Coming through center over to the left side, reaching, getting that side body stretch out through the right, inhaling and exhaling. Taking the body back into center, we will find a flow. So coming up into a tabletop, we will hollow belly button towards the core, sink the hips back to a child's pose, bending the elbow to arch and lift back up into your tabletop to repeat. Hollowing down to child's, arching forward and up to table. Find your breath, moving and waking up through the spine. Then taking a hollow at the top and re-finding your tabletop to reverse. So arching, bending through the elbows, sink the chest down back into your child's pose and hollow to the top of the table. Again, arching to sink, hips back to the child's, hollow to lift, arching to sink, hips back to child's, and lifting back up, and then arching, looking all the way up, and then re-finding your stable tabletop pose. Reach the right foot back to extend on the ball of the foot, shifting forward and back in a calf stretch. Then slowly lifting up through the right leg and left arm to find a stable core hold. Inhaling and exhaling, placing the foot and leg back down to switch to the left side, rocking forward and back through the ball of the foot, finding center in the tabletop, lifting up through the left leg and right arm, deep breath in, and exhaling, placing the feet and hands to come into a downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet to start. Then the legs can be as bent as they need to allow the spine to fully elongate and stretch out. Heels can be lifted or heels can sink down, finding your first center downward dog. Inhaling and then exhaling, we will walk to the top of the mat, grabbing onto the elbows for a rag doll. Releasing through the spine, neck and head, swinging side to side, shaking the head no, shaking the head yes. Releasing the arms down and slowly rolling up to standing. Feet are pointed forward, directly beneath our hips. Inhale, we will lift the arms all the way up. Exhaling into our prayer. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, we fold all the way down, knees are soft. We're going to inhale to a flat back. Hands could be on the ground, blocks, shins, or thighs. Wherever you need to be to find that nice elongated flat back. And then bending down to place the hands, stepping into a supported plank. So knees are down, a straight line from the knees to the top of the head as the core is engaged. Sinking all the way down, we'll take the hands wide into a supported cobra pose, shifting side to side to wake the spine up. Back into center, coming all the way down, we will lift up through our tabletop, and then taking the hands slightly forward into a puppy dog pose. Hips are lifted, extending through the shoulders as the armpits reach down. Forehead can come to the ground, or the chin could be on the ground. You could also come to the fingertips for more of a stretch. Then sinking back into your child's pose. Inhaling. And then exhaling, the left arm is going to thread through, palm facing up for a twist. Your right hand could stay grounded or open up for more of a spinal twist, allowing the head to relax. Then over to the opposite side, right arm threads through with the palm up, right ear towards the ground. Again, left hand could stay grounded or lifting up for that spinal twist. We'll come through center in our child's pose, through tabletop, lifting up to your downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bending through the knees, walking to the top of the mat, and then slowly standing. Inhaling at the top, lift the arms up. Exhaling into your prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall all the way down into your fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold to bend the knees and step into either that supported plank with the knees down or now in a high plank. Deep breath in. Shifting forward all the way down into either your upward facing dog with the hips lifted or cobra with the hips down, shoulders are down and back. Then coming towards the ground through your tabletop, lifting into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, lifting the right leg in your three-legged dog. Then as you exhale, right foot comes through either hand, and then we're grounding the back heel at a 45-degree angle and lifting up into your warrior one. Torso is facing forward, arms are high. Taking that left arm to the back left thigh to exalt and find a slight back arch. Deep breath in, deep breath out, back into your warrior one. And then sinking all the way back down. We're gonna shift the back hip to parallel so that knee can come down. Engage through the glutes to lift back up, hands into your prayer. Finding a twist, left elbow to that right thigh. And taking a deep breath here. Taking the hands all the way back up and back down to either side of the foot. Lifting through the hips into your downward facing dog. Lifting up now through the left leg into a three-legged dog. And then knee towards the nose, placing that foot in between the hands. Coming into that warrior one position, lifting all the way up, finding your balance. Right hand comes to that back right thigh, finding a slight back arch, inhaling, exhaling. Hands back into your warrior one, two, fold, and take that back knee towards the ground, engaging through the legs and glutes to lift back up. Finding your prayer to twist, right elbow to the left thigh, finding a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Prayer arms then reach forward. And all the way back down. Lifting up through the hips into your center downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Walking to the top of the mat, rolling through the spine to stand. Inhaling at the top, lift the arms all the way. Exhaling into your prayer. Inhale, lift it back up. And exhale, fold it all the way down. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, bending the knees, placing the hands, stepping into your plank pose, inhaling. Exhale, shifting forward and all the way down into your back arch of choosing, open through the chest. Sinking back down through your tabletop, up into your downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking the feet a bit wider and shorter for a short downward dog. We're going to take that left arm across to the outside edge of the right shin for a twist, looking underneath your right armpit. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Through center for the opposite side. Right arm comes through to grab onto that left shin, looking underneath your left armpit. Inhale. Exhaling. Back into center. Coming into a regular downward facing dog for a breath in. Breath out to sink into a child's pose. Reconnecting the forehead in with the mat, allowing the body to sink. Allowing the body to settle. Reconnecting in with those deep breaths. Then we will make our way to a yogi squat where the knees are wide. Heels could either be down or the heels could be lifted. Find it as most comfortable as you can. Taking the hands into prayer. And then we're going to find a twist. So the left arm reaches across as you open the right. Then through the center to switch, opening opposite side. We will inhale through the center, exhale as you open first side. Inhale through center, exhale open opposite side. Last time, inhale center, open first side. Inhale center, open second side. Back into center, into your prayer. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you root, and then find a comfortable seat. Soles of the feet together, hands onto the shins or ankles, and then folding this forward nice and slowly. Back through center, and we're going to find a twist. So that left leg is down below us, knee pointing forward as you take that right leg across, placing the foot. And then the arm comes across to grab onto that thigh, looking behind that left shoulder. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Opposite side twist. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Switching sides. So now placing that opposite leg down, knee pointing forward, placing the foot across, and then reach that arm across to grab onto the thigh, looking behind the right shoulder, inhaling and exhaling. Switching sides to twist. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Making your way through center, we will place the soles of the feet together once again, grabbing onto the ankles or shins. finding your center as you breathe, and then coming into a comfortable, easy, seated position. We're going to close the eyes here, and you can find Chin Mudra, that's pointer to thumb connected with the other fingers extended. This is connecting the universal consciousness in with our own individual consciousness as we sit still and breathe. Finding the root connected in with the mat in a nice tall spine, crown of the head lifted, and our deep breaths. Then we will make our way down into a lying position. So rolling through the spine all the way down, giving those knees a big hug in towards center, even rocking side to side. Placing the feet, knees are bent, so the fingertips can barely touch the heels into a bridge raise, lifting up through the hips, strong legs, finding the rise and fall of the belly at the top. Sinking the hips back down. Taking the hands a little bit wider and legs side to side into a windshield wiper, releasing any tension from the hips. Sending the left leg long, right knee in towards the body, give it a hug, and then twist it across the body to the left side as the right shoulder re-grounds. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Then switching sides, right leg is long, left knee in towards the body. Allow it to cross and fall over to the right as that left shoulder re-grounds. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking both knees back into the body for a big hug in, rocking side to side. And then into a happy baby. So knees are wide to the armpits, hands to the feet, and just allowing the body to release here, whatever feels good, rocking side to side, even closing through the eyes as we cool the body down to find a Shavasana position. Feet are extended, arms are wide, and here we're just finding a nice comfortable position for the body to rest. You could place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart if that's comfortable. We're just finding a short Shavasana here, a moment of pause and stillness as we lie with our breath. Allow the eyes to be closed and soft. And then we're going to wiggle through the fingers and the toes to come to a seated position to close our practice. So make your way into your seat nice and comfortably. You can keep the eyes closed here. Finding Chin Mudra, pointer and thumb connected, all other fingers extended. And with the eyes closed, we take a moment here of gratitude for our body, our mind, our soul, and for our practice. Seated here with our eyes closed, being one with ourself, one with the universe. Feeling a connection with our own intention. Following this practice, knowing that we can take any and all energy transformed throughout the practice with us into our daily life. finding these moments of inner peace, to take it with us and creating an outer peace in our external world. The divine light within me salutes, acknowledges, and is thankful for the divine light within you. Namaste.